Hey guys, welcome to the In the Game Room podcast. I am out in the workshop, as you can see, and I'm at it again. Those of you that have been watching these podcasts for quite a while will remember when I completely redid my entire workbench and I put on these paint racks with the risers and the drawers and everything. It was probably about a year ago, I guess, and everything's been working out really nicely, but I got to the point today where this workbench here was just a complete mess. I mean, it's a mess now because I'm not done cleaning, but it was just stacked up with shit from end to end. I had projects on top of projects. I couldn't even remember what I was working on, so I thought, okay, it's time to do something about this again. So I'm clearing all this crap off and getting organized again. But while I'm at it, I've discovered that my collection of Vallejo paints is actually growing. It's pretty big already, but the Vallejo model color paints, I don't even have anywhere near half the colors that are available, and I probably never will have all of them, but there are a lot of colors that I'm missing that I want to get. So in order to do that, I need to add more paint racks. The Model Air selection that I have down there is pretty good. It's all mostly the military colors, and that's what I need, so that's pretty good. So what I've done is, before I started filming this, all of these paint racks were clear down here. They took up about this much space. And over here, you may remember also, if you remember the workbench overhaul videos I did a year ago, there was a toolbox there. It's a really nice toolbox. I love it. It's a wooden toolbox. It's a Gerstner. It's probably at least as old as I am, so it has some sentimental value to me. It belonged to the guy that I bought my last company that I owned from, and he had it for many years. So it's a really cool wooden machinist toolbox. It's been used by a professional model maker his whole career, and then quite a bit of my career. So I'm holding on to that, but I wanted it off the bench. There's a problem with toolboxes and model makers, and that is, when you have a toolbox on your bench, that's the place that tools go to die, because you just keep putting things in there until you've forgotten what's in there, and they're just in there forever and forgotten. You know, if you're an auto mechanic or an aircraft mechanic or something like that, and you have a rollaway, I've got two of them right behind the camera over here. Those go with you everywhere. You use them every single day, and they're the greatest thing in the world. But I found for a model maker, having a toolbox on your bench, it just becomes a place to collect crap. So the toolbox I had up here, while it was beautiful and I love it and I'm going to keep it, it's just not going to stay on the bench anymore. It's been moved. I'm not sure where it's going to go yet, but I just needed it out of my way so that I have more room to do what I need to do. So right now I'm working on two more paint racks with the drawers and the risers, and they're going to go here. And once that's done, I've got about 80 bottles of model color on the way to me. So when they all arrive, this will be cleared off. I'm going to have to pull all these paints down, lay them out here in order with the new ones, and then put them back in order so they're in numerical order in here. And then it should be pretty cool. The number of paints I ordered, I think it was about 80 bottles. So it's not quite going to fill up the two that I have. So it's going to be, there's still going to be a little room for the odd paint that I still have to buy in the future. But once I add those 80 bottles, I'm going to have most of the colors I'll probably ever need, and that'll make me very happy. So I just wanted to get this filmed right now as kind of a before. I should have done a before, you know, before these moved and while the toolbox was there, but you get the idea what's going on here. Also, this light, in a previous video I talked about having a light right down at about this height and kind of on my side of what I was working on, and that worked out really great as far as, you know, providing the light that I wanted. But I bumped my head into this so many times, I just finally had to move it up out of the way. I think it's going to do almost as well where it is, but I think it's better for me that it's out of my way and I can quit bumping my head on it, because every time I leaned in to work on something or leaned in to grab something, I was hitting it. So that's moved up. And of course I'm also using, I don't have it here right now, but I'm using my my arch LED arch light for when what I'm working on here. So I think that's enough light for me. So there you go, you're kind of caught up on what I'm working on this bench. Hopefully in the next day or two I should have it completely done and the new racks installed. Not even sure if I'm going to paint them. These are all painted this brown color. The other two I might just leave them, just bare MDF. We'll see about that. So that's it for now. I may post this now and then post updates later, or I may save this and and put it all together. I don't know what I'm doing, but just wanted to get this filmed now so you guys can see what I'm going through here. The everlasting, never-ending quest for cleanliness and having a place where I can actually get some work done. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you guys later, and keep on gaming.